Remember Silent Hill 2, a 2001 horror game that came out for not only the PlayStation 2, like I was initially thinking, but also the Xbox, and is still one of the most critically acclaimed games ever. Not only in the genre, the horror genre, but also just straight across the board. Supposedly one of the best games ever. I'm saying supposedly because I don't really have made up my opinion just yet, because I didn't grow up with this game at all, and I do regret that very, very much. But I'm now going back and playing it, and this is also not me just putting in the disc, showing you a little bit about it. This is actually my playthrough that I'm doing right now. So it's gonna be a very different Remember episode. I mean, it's kinda similar to Ninja Gaiden in that sense, to the Ninja Gaiden Remember episode, and that I have not beaten the game and don't necessarily know what I'm talking about. But I mean, it's also gonna still give you a lot of insight on my opinions on the game. Only, of course, with not more than 1 hour of gameplay. Unfortunately, though. So let's see. I don't know what is happening right now. There's no fire escape outside the door. Maybe they knocked it down when they built the building next door. I think you can get into the building. Alright, we'll do that, I guess. I did feel like I exhausted the building I was in anyway, so I'm probably okay with that decision. But, I don't know. Let's talk a little bit about what I like about Silent Hill 2 and what I maybe don't like. There's not too much of that. There's just a few minor things, I guess. But first of all, the biggest positive I can say about this game is that it builds atmosphere really, really well. I would almost go out and say it builds atmosphere perfectly, at least for the genre it does. But then again, I haven't played through the game completely, so probably shouldn't go out and make that judgment just yet. But so far, I mean, just the way it handles sound and video, it does it so well. It is really good at building creepy atmospheres. And I don't know, they have this constant grain. I have no idea what I'm doing right here, so I'm probably just gonna let that sit for a little while. But they add the grain to the graphics, as you might be able to see, and then the sound is really always staticky and off-putting. They know how to make you uncomfortable. They really, really do know exactly what they're doing right here, and I do love that about the title. It's kind of crazy. This game is 13 years old right now, or by now I should probably say. And that just blows my mind, because there have been horror games in the past few years, but none of them, I feel, really nail it down as much as this one is doing right now. And yeah, I mean, yeah, as I was saying, audio-visually, is it even the word that I'm looking for? Yeah, I guess audio-visually it's a really fantastic experience. If you want to get scared, you're probably going to get scared with this one. What did it say even? Okay, the lock is broken. And yeah, the way it also plays is really good, because it's not only focusing on combat so much. It's not necessarily like you always have to be fighting enemies. It's not like that at all. Instead, you probably want to be careful about things and... Wait, what does it say? Dear Tim, I have to run an errand, so I'm going... What? There's additional shit there? Left the house key with Uncle David. It was... in a room near the first floor staircase. I gotta move because that shit's approaching rather fast too, so I don't know what that is. That's legs on top of legs. I don't approve of it. Just let me, oh my god. Okay. I'm also playing this with headset, as I should probably note. And we're now running away, because I'm not having this right now. So it did say something about first room, something close to a staircase or whatever. I don't know what that means. Is this where I came from? Is that where the safe is at? Yes, it is. Alright then. So we want to go to the left. But yeah, I mean, there's not too big of a focus on combat, and that is good. While I do admire that, combat is probably something I would, at least for now, note as a little downside. Like, for example, a Resident Evil does it a lot better, because I feel like you can master that a little bit better. I mean, that might also easily end up being a downside for you, just because right here you feel a lot more helpless, and it may be like that by design. But still, I don't know. I mean, it's just that it doesn't only play a little bit like wonky. It also looks a little wonky. Do certainly have to say that, especially when you are using melee weapons. You can notice that. With the guns, it's not too bad. That's just one very easy animation. But with, like, for example, a wooden board or whatever, wooden plank that you can then beat monsters with, I don't know, it looks a little strange, right? And of course, also what you just saw. What the fuck is that noise? But what you just saw, I hate this noise, by the way, right now. What is, something is touching me, I think? I would probably enjoy running much more right now than anything else. What the shit is... Something is not right with this. I was gonna criticize the loading screens and also say that Resident Evil does them better, but I'm not gonna focus on that right now. Instead, I'm gonna enter the next room and hopefully never return to a corridor of doom. That was terrifying. What was crawling on the ground there? I hope you guys saw that, because otherwise I'm gonna sound like a fool. Alright, I probably can interact with this. Let's check it out. Give me a code for the safe. There's something written on the desk. 3 bright coins in 5 holes. B. At one end sits the seducer of she. The wind from behind, the woman doth play. The formless one, null, lies furthest from they. The old one beside the serpent sits not. 'Tis to the prisoner's left that he doth rot. I need to read that again. Then again, I probably don't have to do it right now, since apparently this is also where I have to then complete the puzzle, but I apparently need coins for that. I do have one already, which is a little disturbing, right? Because I would like to probably have a little bit more of that. But oh, a save point, and that's a scary red screen right there. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't really played much. All I know is I'm really enjoying it so far, at least from like a horror game standpoint. I don't know if it's gonna be the best game I've ever played, but so far, all the things that a horror game needs to do in order to hook me, this game is doing. So I'm excited to play through the entirety of the game, but definitely let me know how you feel about it if you've played through the game, because I'm just interested to see how fond your memories of this title are, because I like, the thing is, of course this is now not the first time I've ever said to myself, I'm gonna sit down and play Silent Hill 2. Like, I've dropped it for a good bit, and I'm now going back to it and wanna, like, play it for real. But I'm afraid that I might, like, once again say, or just not even say, let's maybe play that at a later point, just as it often happens, drop it for no good reason. I really don't hope that that's what... Oh my god, a cutscene? Jesus! What a weird Remember episode. I'm loving it though. She has a knife. And how does she know me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm James. Angela. Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really?
Voice acting is really terrible too. I should add that. But then again, that also kind of adds to the atmosphere, I'd say. So it's a weird one. It's weird to critique these older games.
Besides, is what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
Oh, that's that's the one from earlier.
She's not anywhere.
In like the first 5 or 10
Did she
minutes of the
live in this
game.
apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Oh fuck, and there's totally
so
another
tired.
positive that I totally forgot about, but I'm gonna go into detail on that one
So,
in
why
just a
did you
second
come to
once
this
they're done
town
talking.
anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She's dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
I've got to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
And she has a knife, so you should very much not invite her. And there's blood on it
You
too,
hold it
right?
for
Like,
me?
come on, Jamesy.
No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do.
Oh, she's gonna. Oh,
I'm sorry. I feel bad. Please don't.
yeah. Get right out of this room. Never return. She's crazy. Is that only me that kind of feels like she's kind of crazy? I don't know, because if you ask me. Anyway, we can finally keep playing. And I did say I was going to talk about another positive. So, music. This game has an amazing soundtrack, especially in the beginning, like one of the intro themes, like I think it's actually the main theme of Silent Hill 2. That is such a good soundtrack, like really I don't know, I might be exaggerating a little bit at least, but a very, very well done soundtrack. That's what I'm getting at here. And I would highly recommend maybe listening to a little bit of it on YouTube. I'm sure you can find that somewhere. Kind of unfortunate that I can't now go back and show off that main theme of the game. But it's really good. And it's also now this track that was playing in the background, really, really well done. And oh, alright. I don't have a map of this. Well, that's gonna make things a lot harder. I came from this way. There's still that weird... I don't know what it is even. I cannot even guess. Like, I couldn't even guess what the shit is that. Like, robot mouse on the ground chasing me. Because it can't be a robot mouse. Is it a robot mouse? Was there not another? I don't think I've been through this door yet. I now have another coin, which I guess is kind of nice. But, or is that just the room I was just in? It totally is. Fuck. Yeah, see, I just hate not having maps of places. Because now I don't know whether I missed a door on my way there. I do feel like it, but... Oh! Excuse me. That is just my controller bugging out every once in a while. But there's some... I don't... That is locked. Alright. Well, then there's evil monster. Oh god. Do you wanna oh. No, okay. I have now finally made the conclusion that there's nothing there. I still don't know what the shit on the ground is. And I'm probably gonna try to end the episode rather soon, but I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I'm just gonna go through this door right here. That's Jesus. It's probably gonna take me back to that staircase area. And I appreciate that, because usually they are nice enough to not put anything there. Now, I haven't picked up any key though, right? I'm just still the guy looking for coins. That makes me worry a whole lot. I do want to try to get back to that save point though, and maybe then I'm gonna end the episode. I'm really low on health, like Jesus. Let's use a few of these. Yeah, I don't know. Also the menu sounds, I don't know. I feel the need to keep on stressing that the sound design of this game is very fantastic. The graphics, I guess, aren't the best, but they do work, and it's probably safe to say that the game actually aged really well. Like, it's not like you're totally always thinking, shit, this looks terrible. As a matter of fact, because of the grain and because of just the simplicity of like the graphics, I guess simplicity is maybe the wrong word, but they limit it, right? You don't always see everything. It's very limited in that regard, and because of that, I think it makes it really age well, and it's still very much pleasing to the eye, at least in my opinion. Now, am I once again in this god-forsaken room that I haven't figured out this place yet, as you might be able to tell. But anyway, I'm gonna save here. I do want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Remember. It might have been a little bit different, but at the very least, you can, as always, let me know how you enjoyed this game when you played through it, how fond your memories of it are, and also maybe encourage me a little bit to keep playing this game, because I would love to beat it. I would really love to beat it. Enjoying everything about it so far, and I don't know, it's just it's awesome to play something that is this old but this polished. Like, they just knew what they were doing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time with another game for another episode of Remember, and yeah, I'll talk to you then. Goodbye, guys.